the Lockdown Show with Mr. Oska Tee. So today, Oska Tee, we're gonna talk about the album, The Upstage. So at the same time, we're gonna talk about some of the works that you have done, people that you have worked with.
Okay.
So now, my first question would be, how many albums have you released to date?
I've released 4 studio albums,
Mm-hmm.
one EP,
Mm-hmm.
one single.
Wow,
So
wow,
it's 6 records all in all.
wow.
But albums form, yeah.
You've been busy. You've been busy. So another question would be that the Upstage album. Why the title? What inspired you to actually say the Upstage album?
Uh, I wanted to upstage myself.
Uh-huh.
Remember, it's album number 4.
All right.
I've had 3 other albums
Mm-hmm.
before this one,
This.
and I whenever I listen to my albums, I
Mm.
can hear that I did a good job. So with this one,
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to upstage but all the works that I've done
Wow.
before.
Yeah.
It's not about upstaging anybody else.
It's
No,
upstaging some of the works that you have
yes,
done.
it's upstaging me in
All
my
right.
previous works.
All right. In the new language, picking up a notch,
Standards.
another level.
Exactly.
All right. So, what are the previous titles of some of your albums that you have worked on?
My debut
Mm-hmm.
was my solo debut
Uh-huh.
was the Ultimate album,
Yes.
2005.
Wow. Okay.
Um, it was followed by the Unique album,
Uh-huh.
2008,
Mm-hmm.
and then in 2011
Uh-huh.
was the Utmost album.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the last album that you did was the Upstage,
The
which was
Upstage.
on last year, 2019.
2019, yeah.
2019.
Yes.
All right. Now I've listened to some of your songs and I've picked some of your songs and I've heard the message with one of your songs and I would like to know what are some of your songs about? What inspires you to actually write those songs?
When I write about me.
Uh-huh.
I write about my personal experiences.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes it's not necessarily what happened to me, but sometimes that it's things that I've seen happening to other people,
All
and they
right.
touch me,
Okay.
and and I put it down in a song. You know,
That's brilliant. That's
yeah.
brilliant. So who did you work with on some of your albums or on one of your songs from Upstage? Who did you work with?
All my life, all my music career, I've worked with different producers. Harold Koza
Mm-hmm.
he has done a lot of work in this album,
Mm-hmm.
and in all my previous albums.
Yes.
And I've also worked with a rustic friend of mine, Colin.
Uh-huh.
May his soul rest in peace.
Uh-huh.
And I've also worked with Utreva.
Uh-huh.
I've worked with a whole lot of people, man. A whole lot of people. There's a song in one of my albums that was done by Madoda Malotana.
Uh-huh.
He was the maestro producer from Chick to Chick back in the days.
Uh-huh.
And there's another song where I have keyboards played by Temba Fasi.
Uh-huh.
He's my big brother.
Uh-huh.
And who else? Hey man, I love collaborating. So
Yeah.
I collaborate with a whole lot of people. Even in this album, besides the producers, I've featured various artists: Patricia, Vuyelwa, Umuntu Kapa, Nelly Boy, by 4, Tsikiti, Ludwe, Nanintengo, a lot of people, yeah.
I can see. I've listened to the song with Patricia Majalisa, and we know Mom Patricia Majalisa for some of the work he has done years ago. She's a legend in the music in the industry.
Yeah.
So I would like to know what made you choose her, and some of the songs that you've worked on with her.
I chose her because the Upstage album.
Mm-hmm.
When I wanted to do this album, I decided that I wanted to do an album that was going to celebrate me and
Mm.
my journey in the music industry.
Yeah.
And I thought if my brother was
Mm.
around, she would be in this album.
Yeah.
I wanted to feature people that I've worked with
Yeah.
in the journey. That is why I have Nomuntu Kappa,
Uh-huh.
who's one of the first people that I worked with as a backup singer in the 90s.
Uh-huh.
And then so Patricia is one of the people I've worked with, and she's been a huge influence in my career
Mm. Mm. Mm.
because she and Dan Chanda are big disco icons.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I worked with Braden. He groomed me in the industry. I mean,
So
back in the days.
yeah, and
And so Patricia was the perfect choice.
mm.
Was the perfect choice because I just had to work with her.
So
Really.
how was it working with Mom Patricia Majalisa? How was it?
Well, because she's an old colleague and someone with whom I've worked uh, over many years, so it was not a really new experience. The only new part of it was that she was featuring in my song.
Yeah.
I have worked with her in the studio before. On her album Epatini, I wrote 3 of the songs in that album.
Mm-hmm.
Imtansane, Kaya, four. I wrote 4 songs in that album. So I was with her in the studio before. It was an experience, an interesting experience.
Mm-hmm.
So now featuring her in my album, wow, was something else. It was exciting. It was a dream come true. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was quite nice. And I mean, she's a humble person. She's a humble person. When you look at her, when you speak to her, when you know her name, you do know she's a superstar. But then the way she behaves, she's just a girl next door.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And you see, I'm really grateful to actually have to interview you, get to know some of the work that you have done. It's really good to meet people who have been in the industry and have worked with a lot of people and still have a heart to want to work with young people. And now, one thing I would like to know, because of I feel like people would still want to see or hear some of the work that you have done. So, in this fourth industrial world, obviously we go in digital. So, where can people get your songs? Where people can get the album? Please, if you have social media, is there?
Yes,
You
yes,
can,
there
okay.
is. They can stream my music. They can download. They can view online. As far as downloads are concerned, iTunes is there on iTunes. It's there on Amazon. It's there on Deezer. Over 100 shops online. Really, I don't know some of them. But yeah, it's there online everywhere. Some of them are available in one country, but not in other countries. It's even in China. You
Even in
can,
Jen.
yeah, everywhere. You can access some shops online and then buy my music. You can stream on Spotify. Is there. My music is there. They can even view the videos on
On YouTube. All right,
Yeah.
all right. So it has been great interviewing you. So now, where to from here? Where to? What are your plans? Do you have goals? Do
Yeah.
you have plans to better maybe your production?
Yeah.
Do you have plans in terms of the business side of the production that you under?
Yeah, plans. It's just more and more and more and more songs, more and more and more albums, more and more and more collaborations. Because I love collaborating with other artists, and I love working with different producers. Because if I work with Khozo, I don't want people to say, Khozo dumped him. Let's see what he's gonna come up with. No, no, no. It's I don't want to say it's all about me, but I want to exercise that ability of working with different people and still manage to come up with a good product, no matter who I work with. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to keep on working with different people and exploring different styles. I know I'm infamous for not sticking to one style. There are people that say, why don't you just stick to disco? Why don't you just stick to Afro pop? No.
Okay.
Don't want to be categorized, so I'm still gonna continue doing all these genres, all these songs and albums in the future for as long as I live.
All right. Now, Mr. Oska Tee, Oscar Batandwa Jomche.
Yes, yeah, you heard it right.
Yeah, it has been great, and I'd like you to say something to the youth. I know you've been working with a lot of the young people on some of the songs. I heard one of your songs, I think Upsugu,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Upsugu,
yeah. With a
and
21-year-old producer and singer.
now what as a legend in the music industry, and with the experience that you have working with a lot of people who have been in the industry since the 80s.
Yes.
So, what would be the message to these young people? What would be the message to them to inspire them to actually continue believing in their dream? What message would you have for them?
My message would be, hey, there's so many things I can say to them, but I'll just say what comes to mind now. That first, it shouldn't be about money. They shouldn't chase the paper.
All right,
It should be They should be driven by the passion
all right,
and the love for the music. That's point number one. And
Alright.
point number two, the treasure of knowledge is with the people that came before them. It doesn't matter because things happen to people because of the industry,
yeah,
of what the industry is. Sometimes it's the industry can do things to people and leave them in a very not so nice condition.
yeah,
They shouldn't look at the condition of the person, but they should remember that there's treasure in those people. You know, they should always listen to them, hear them out, give them an opportunity. They shouldn't say, no, that was then, now it's our time. No. They should always go to those people. I tell you, then something the same way I always say to my peers and the people that came before me, go to the young ones. There's something you can find there. Let's collaborate. Let's work together. Let's all generations. Yeah.
all right. Thank you, Mr. Oscar.
Great pleasure.
And now we'll see you again on the next show of the lockdown.
Yes.
All right.
Definitely, no doubt.
All right. Have a good
Peace.
first day.
I'm out of here.